Good afternoon and welcome to Entertainment Now, brought to you by Spectrum Television. How are we doing today? What's the weather like? It's Thursday, and what are you reminiscing on today? I hope it's good things and good things only. Thursday has a way of reminding us of old songs, reminding us of old movies, and today we're going to talk about old people as well. People that, have lived their life, have become veterans, and it's time for them to go home to rest. Welcome once again to Entertainment Now. My name is Vera Philip, and I am your host for the show. And talking about reminding us of people who have given us content, both in music and in movies. There's one man who has been very dear when it comes to Nollywood, especially Nollywood of the 90s. And we're talking about Nollywood actor Fabian Adibe. Fabian Adibe is a man who played so many interesting roles in Nollywood of the time. And one of them that stood out so much is the movie Things Fall Apart. The classic television series Things Fall Apart. Fabian Adibe is one person who also played a very major role in that movie. Journalist and movie producer Seun Oloke Toyin had reviewed that he died on Wednesday morning at around 2:30 a.m. Wednesday was the 20th of August. And this man is one who has lived a life that has, given a platform to so many other Nollywood actors. And Nollywood actors we see today, I've always loved this man. His calm, demeanor, his attitude, his peacefulness. This man was just so beautiful. The actor and television personality led Nigeria to its first Commonwealth Art Festival in 1965, just before launching his acting career in 1987 with the acclaimed adaptation of Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart. So apart from the fact that the movie was one of his best movies, the movie was also the very first movie he launched his career with. It portrayed the character Ogbuefi in the series. He acted alongside Peter Doche and earned admiration for his calm demeanor already and powerful performances which endeared him to generations of viewers. I would always have a soft spot for this man's demeanor on television. I love Fabian Adibe and what he does, and seeing that he's finally getting to rest is sad, bitter, but happy, ending at the end of the day. Uriel, former Big Brother Nigeria housemate Uriel, who happens to be actor's niece, has come on social media to say that she's waiting for people who are going to show fake love to this man now that he's dead. Fortunately and unfortunately, we've not really had so many people post about the man's death. Maybe it's a good thing so that Uriel doesn't get to drag them, because according to Uriel, nobody, and emphasis on nobody, checked on her uncle. Nobody actually checked on her uncle. It was just the children, who are of course her cousins, that did the good work of training the man. But none of them, no celebrity, no actor, nothing, nobody actually checked on the man. And it's one thing to accuse people of not checking on the man. It's another thing to were people even aware that the man was ill or that anything was wrong with the man. Were people aware of this man, or what his situation was like? Let's not forget that the country already is smacking a lot of people left, right, center. So having to even remember that there are people like this who probably might need help when they're not even calling for it is something I don't think people should be blamed for. If you need help, you have to ask for help. If you're not asking for help, how do people know that you even need help at all? So I believe that Fabian has lived a good life. He celebrated his 81st birthday in December of 2024, and he has lived 81 years on earth. He has also created legacy. He's a veteran in the Nollywood industry. He, of course, brought the first festival, to Nigerian art and film, and that means he has done a lot for the country. He has done a lot for Nollywood. As a matter of fact, I don't think that the conversation of Nollywood will be had without this man's name being mentioned. So he has done a great work. He has fought a good fight, and it's time for him to actually rest. I don't think there's any need to blame anybody for checking up on him or not checking up on him, because as I earlier said, the world is already had enough as it is. All right, away from that to an interesting story here. We have Chioma Adeleke, that's Davido's wife, because now Chioma Bolan to Chioma Adeleke. It's always very interesting when we see name changes like this. She actually has returned to social media after 3 years. Now, the last time Chioma Adeleke was on social media was in 2022. That was a period where she lost her child, and after the loss of their child Ifeanyi, she basically wasn't on social media any longer. She didn't come back on social media, and she's been off social media since then. It's been very sad to see how things panned out for them with Ifeanyi. I picked up with them. They had their twins. Now they are getting married. They did their traditional marriage last year and did their white wedding in August of this year, and so everything has picked up, and it looks like Chioma was waiting for everything to pick up for her to come back on social media, as she has returned to social media with this beautiful post where she made, and of course also paid tribute to her son Ifeanyi, talking about how she still has him in her heart, and she still loves the boy. So she said that her best friend took her to forever and that she would never ever forget the boy. Let's not forget that she has Ifeanyi's picture on her flowers. We had David Adeleke, that's Davido, also have Ifeanyi's picture on his cufflinks. Yeah, so they both honored Ifeanyi while at their white wedding, and it's really beautiful to see. Davido had responded to this message with the till infinity love emoji forward love emoji beside that particular message. And I wish these people all the happiness in the world, because they've gone through their own fair share of sadness, they've gone through their own fair share of trials and tribulations. We have literally seen Davido and Chioma go through their own trials and tribulations, from getting thrown on social media to having to lose their boy, to a lot of things. And they could liken their situation to D'banj and his wife, when D'banj actually lost his son in a pool as well. And there was a picture where he took alongside D'banj and his wife with Chioma, and he said that this picture was a picture that he would never forget about. I think that they likened their situation to D'banj, and I have a feeling that D'banj was actually there for them during their hard times. I mean, they all live in Atlanta, and they share a lot in common, and visited us and share the same type of friends. So yeah, I'm happy for Davido and Chioma for this feat that they are in, and I really just hope that a lot of people can let them rest. I mean, I still see Davido being dragged for being a rich kid, and there's nobody that said that you should not be a nepo baby too. Why dragging nepo babies? Everyone, especially let's use the phrase anyway, the Lapo babies would do anything to be in the shoes of Nepo babies. There are times where Lapo babies are even, fantasizing about being from a rich home. I'm not sure that anybody who loves to struggle, everybody who loves to have it the hard way. So it's not nice to see that Nepo babies or the rich kids, those who had privilege, are being picked on at every opportunity just because of their privileges. They did not ask to be given those privileges, and even at that, they are blessed with those privileges. You don't have to come at them as if life has done them wrong or life has done them too good. I mean, they share their own problems, they have their own problems too. It might not be in the same vein as Lapo babies, because money of course rules the world, whether you want to believe it or not. But let's stop dragging Davido. He has tried. He's a humble man, he's a caring man, he has other people in his heart, and we should also try to have him in our hearts as well. Away from Chioma Adeleke and Davido, police now have denied declaring Iyabo Ojo wanted. Now, this is funny because you can see Nigerian police force and their verified Twitter page there, taking the story that, Iyabo Ojo was declared wanted. However, the same Nigerian police have made a statement and have said that there, in no shape or form is this a statement from them, as it is a fake news, and that people, broadcast media, blogs and everything should make sure that they always verify information before they take it, on social media. And this brings a wide question. So who posted it? Why was it posted on social media? Iyabo Ojo has been asked to visit the police station over the Mohbad situation alongside Very Dark Man and Naira Marley often. So that means she's reporting. She's currently in Canada with her daughter is about to give birth. So how is she being declared missing like someone, declared wanted like someone who is on the run? She's basically a woman, a mother who everyone knows where she is. She comes back to Nigeria, lives in Abuja and in Lagos. So why declare her wanted like she's running away? And now the police have said we are not declaring her wanted. That's not what happened. It's fake news and whatnot and whatnot. And this seems very unprofessional. But at the same time, we understand, we believe that, there's really no need for you all to call out Iyabo Ojo. I mean, there's Naira Marley, who is also caught up in this entire mix-up. I think yesterday we had a video of Naira Marley where, he was talking about his own side of the story of what happened. A 17 minutes long video where he was telling us about what happened between him and Mohbad and how he has no hands in Mohbad's death. But I don't think that was a conversation after Mohbad died. I think that the conversation when Mohbad died was that he bullied Mohbad to death. So not that he actually was responsible for Mohbad, because we all know that he was in Amsterdam at the time that Mohbad died. The conversation was that he bullied Mohbad during his life, and that must have been one of the reasons that must have dragged, Mohbad to death. Also saying that, Naira Marley has come out 2 years later to make a statement when he could have made this statement at the time. After, he was arrested and he was released, he could have made the statement at the time, but he actually chose the noun to make the statement and give his own side of the story. According to him, it feels like everybody should be rearrested again, and, they should put an officer who is trustworthy, and the investigation should start all over again. And this has gotten Iyabo Ojo in the mix because, of course, Iyabo Ojo was one who advocated for justice for Mohbad openly. Like, she was so, and I can see why when celebrities and people in power say they are not going to show up or show support to people, you know, you can't blame them for it, because look at what Iyabo Ojo is going through right now, being dragged on social media every day, when she has a daughter to take care of in Canada, a daughter who is giving birth in Canada, and she has to come open social media every day and see that she's being dragged because she lent her voice into justice for Mohbad and decided to take it personally. At the end of the day, I am just interested in Mohbad being buried, because it's come a really long time. It's been what is the need of still living this case and the poor boy, you know, in the mortuary or still not buried up until now? He needs to be buried, and so that his soul can actually just finally, at the end of the day, rest in peace. Away from Mohbad, let's get to something interesting. Let's end the show with something super interesting. Toke Makinwa and the baby that we're expecting. I say we are expecting because I feel like we've all been in Toke's life, you know. She's literally lived on screen. We've seen her as an OAP. We've seen, you know, she's literally lived on screen. We've seen her as an OAP. We've seen her as a media personality. We've seen her as a YouTuber. We've seen her as a podcaster. We've seen Toke Makinwa in different setbacks. We have seen Toke Makinwa in the worst of the worst, and we've seen Toke Makinwa actually come out, you know, of all of that worst of worst. She's expecting a baby girl, of course, and she did a beautiful.
See you, you are the treasure I've been waiting for. Do you know how much
and she did a beautiful.
See you, you are the treasure I've been waiting for. Do you know how much I really need you? I dey pray for the day when you know, say every day I dey pray for you. Oh, in my heart today's a permanent place for you. That's why my heart it dey beat like do bad. Cause now you I choose, so I am fairly, I am fair. I sing for you wanna be like do bad. Baby, now you I go pick up, I am fairly, I am fair. But there we go. See, I may not give her to you, but I'll give you what I have. Oh baby, oh, you are my angel, oh.
Welcome back. That is such a beautiful way to end the show. That is a beautiful video of Toke Makinwa and our close friends. And my heart just lit up immediately I saw Tiwa Savage. Tiwa Savage has always been a very supportive person to Toke Makinwa and vice versa. And seeing both of them in this glory as it is right now is so interesting to watch. It's a reminder of what friendships should feel like, what friendships should be like, you know, and, you know, the rest of the people. Temasan, you know, all the people who... And you know what is really funny? I feel like these people are the best secret keepers in this world, because there is no way anybody that is at that bridal shower didn't know that Toke Makinwa was pregnant all the time, all the while rather. But nobody said anything, not even a hint somewhere, not even a picture, not even anything. You know, nothing actually showed that Toke Makinwa was preggy. You know, and then they all showed up for the bridal shower like they didn't know. You know, like you knew. But that is so good, so cool, so beautiful to see. I wish Toke Makinwa all the very best. Thank you so much for being a part of entertainment. Thank you so much for being a part of entertainment now this afternoon. I've had such a great time. We'll be back next week. Thursday's edition is always the last for the week. Until Monday, have an amazing rest of your day. My name is Vera Philip. You can follow me on social media. On Facebook, it's Vera Philip. On Instagram, Vera Philip_MGZ. Follow Spectrum Television and all our social media platforms displayed right on your screen. Till next week, enjoy your day. Bye for now.